These headphones might be able to transform your next flight into an acoustic dream and protect your hearing from jet engine noise. So, are Bose's QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen the best in noise canceling for over-ear headphones? Well, listen up. Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter with my review of the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd generation. Bose has always been consistent with their noise cancellation. It's very good, and aside from Sony, they don't have much competition in the over-ear space. Sorry, Apple AirPods Max. The newly released 2nd gen of the QuietComfort Ultra have made some tweaks to the internals, and the exterior design is even less of a series of tweaks and strategic choices that have made more of refinements rather than an overhaul of anything that's worked in the past. The QuietComfort Ultra 2 come in several colors from black to desert gold, or my favorite, midnight violet. And aside from a couple of different color choices, like I mentioned before, there isn't a whole lot of difference between the Gen 1 and the new Gen 2. I like that Bose have kept the lightweight, simple controls and minimal design. One thing though I wish they had improved was the size of these ear cups. I don't think I have particularly large ears, but even on mine, the ear cups were just barely big enough to cover my ears. I think for a significant portion of you, part of these ear cups are going to rest on your ear, at least in some part, and it's not going to make them the most comfortable, and it also is going to reduce the passive noise canceling from the physical seal that the ear cups provide. Fortunately, Bose has a very generous 90-day return program, which I recommend that you use and try these on, because if the fit's not right, everything else that's great about these headphones, it's just not going to work for you. If the fit is right though, you'll notice a few very subtle but welcome changes Bose have made to the physical build of the QuietComfort Ultra 2. They're a bit softer, with a touch more flex in the headband, which is very, very comfortable. The leather is smooth, and there's just the right amount of foam to keep these headphones in place without any pinching or discomfort on your head. I've been able to wear these headphones for about 4 to 5 hours before I start to feel the need to adjust them on my head, but keep in mind that the ear cups and the headphones in general run warm, so they keep your ears especially warm, so you might find yourself airing them out a little bit every 30 minutes or so if the weather is warmer. There's no logo or lettering on the headband, which looks so simple. If it weren't for the feel, you might think these look cheap. The price, of course, says otherwise, so it's just that Bose have gone and removed any unessential elements to reduce weight and maximize functionality. The QuietComfort 2nd Gen comes in a flat pancake-style case and measures 4.5 by 16 by 20.5 centimeters and weighs 260 grams. Over-ear headphones can be bulky when you fold them up, and the Bose QuietComfort 2nd Gen are no different than pretty much any of the other competition. There's really no good way to sort of compact these any smaller without changing the physical design overall. So what Bose have opted to do, like many other manufacturers, is just make these headphones as small and as light as possible. There are microphone grills around the front and back, which are partially used to aid the active noise cancellation. They're also used for making and taking calls, which is, like most Bose headphones, passable. So this is what the microphones on the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen sound like when I'm in a relatively quiet room. There's a little bit of echo, there's an air conditioning running, but just to give you an idea of what the audio sounds like inside. But now if we go outside and you want to hear what the QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen sounds like outside the microphones, this is what it sounds like. Not great, there's a little bit of background noise, there is some traffic behind me, but it's passable. But compared to the audio that's coming into the headphones, it's not great. So Bose definitely way better at giving you audio in, not so much as the audio going out. Another passable feature of the QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen is that they support multi-point connectivity, but it's not seamless. So what that means is if you're using your Bose headphones and listening to music from your laptop, for example, and then you want to switch over to your phone, then you have to do that through the Bose app. You can't connect both at the same time. You can only listen to one device at a time. And then when you want to switch, it happens through the Bose app. It's not seamless. It's not like you can start listening here and then automatically play a video on your laptop, then it switches to here. Just about halfway multi-point connectivity. It's cumbersome, and it would be that much better if you could be listening on your phone, and then when you hit play on your laptop, it automatically switches there. But alas, Bose continues to take baby steps with their multi-point connectivity. The Bose app has a few other features like giving you the ability to adjust or set custom EQ values, adjust the noise cancellation level. I think most of you will just keep this at maximum, but still, it's there. And it also lets you switch to cinema mode for watching TV shows or movies. The cinema mode is new, and it's supposed to help with the muffled sounds a lot of movies tend to have these days and give a little bit more of a theater-like roominess to the audio. It works, sort of, but I definitely noticed more treble in the dialogue, helping it to pop a bit more over whatever else was going on in the movie, like explosions or car chases. And the audio from the first generation has gotten just a little bit better. So it's gone from being very good to just an incremental update and an improvement. So if you're using the first gen, you probably won't notice a whole lot of difference. But if you're new to the Bose ecosystem or premium wireless headphones like these with active noise cancellation, it's going to be a big leap up. The audio here is still excellent. You'll hear elements of music in songs you've heard a million times that you didn't notice before. The subtle drums in the background and small counter beats, it's all amazing. The quality is very good, but by pushing the smaller button on the Quiet Comfort, you can toggle through the various noise cancellation modes, which is where the audio just goes up another level. So let me quickly explain. If you're already using a Bose pair of headphones, you probably are familiar with this, but if you're not, let me just explain that there are three major modes to the Bose noise cancellation. Bose headphones have an active mode, which lets you hear the outside world by funneling in sounds through the microphones which are built into the headphones. That's useful for when you're out in public and you may want to hear things like traffic or have a more general awareness of your surroundings. Noise cancellation works by using those same microphones in the headphones to inverse or reverse the sound waves which are coming in from outside and cancel them out. That makes the noises and sounds around you a lot quieter, and it really lets you hear the podcast or the music you're listening to. Immersion and cinema mode are variations of noise cancellation and more gimmicks than everyday features. Immersive mode is a newish feature that Bose have introduced in the last few years, and it's supposed to give you a little bit more spatial audio type of feel. So if you turn your head left or right, the sound will seem like it's coming from different places. It's a mode that I don't use very often, and I think you probably won't either because it comes with a hit in battery life. With no noise cancellation, you get about 30 hours of battery life. With noise cancellation on, you get about 24, and with immersive mode on, it drops down to 18. That's all good for most travel days, but if you have a longer travel day or if you're somebody who often doesn't remember to charge your headphones, it's probably not going to be worth it to go for immersive mode. The small audio differences there are really not worth the 6 hours of battery life that you lose in the headphones. The standard noise cancellation is excellent, as we expect from Bose. It makes the sound of a jet engine noise simply fade away and whatever you're listening to shine through. And this is where the active noise cancellation of the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen can really help your hearing and protect you from hearing loss on your next flight. The standard jet engine at cruising altitude hums along at 80 to 85 decibels, and Bose can easily noise cancel that amount of background noise to barely a background hum. At takeoff, the engines of a plane can spike up in volume to 100 to 140 decibels, and the active noise cancellation works to keep that sound tempered down, though there is sometimes a half or full second delay you can notice before the active noise cancellation completely kicks in. And if you want to potentially protect your hearing on your next flight, or if you fly often, then using active noise canceling headphones can help, and especially headphones that have ear cups like this, which have passive noise cancellation from just the physical barrier around your ear. The key is that you want to wear those at takeoff and landing especially, and not forget that, because that's when the jet engine noise is loudest and can go over 100 decibels. But being exposed to even lower levels of sound, like the 80 to 85 decibels you find in most commercial jets at cruising altitude, being exposed to those for extended periods of 8 hours or more can potentially damage your hearing, and active noise cancellation headphones can help. Of course, it depends on the volume of what you're listening to in the headphones as well. Sound is sound, so even if you're canceling out the noise outside, but you're blasting the music on the inside, it can still potentially damage your hearing. Now, when nothing else is playing on the headphones and you're just listening to a quiet room like this, then the noise cancellation of the Bose do something that a lot of Bose headphones do, and it can be a little bit annoying. There's a slight hum or pressure sensation that some people feel when active noise cancellation is on and you're not listening to anything through the headphones. It's almost like the Bose headphones are overcompensating for background hums, but making that hum even more noticeable. You know that sound when you're in a quiet room, that's sort of that background hum, maybe it's an air conditioning or it's just sort of that sound of the room? When you're using a pair of Bose headphones, and this is consistent throughout their line, has gotten better, but it's still not great. It almost enhances that hum and makes it more noticeable when you have active noise cancellation on. It doesn't affect everyone and it's not all the time, and chances are when you're wearing headphones and using the active noise cancellation, you're going to be listening to stuff, and in which case that hum and that sensation just kind of completely goes away, but it's something to be aware of that you might hear and notice sometimes. But there are no pair of perfect noise canceling headphones, but for my money, I think Bose are some of the best. Speaking of money, these are premium headphones, so you are going to pay a premium price of $449. But the build is very good on these headphones. I've used a number of different Bose products for many years, so it's a good investment. They should last you a long time. You can also replace the ear cups if you want to, so if that leather gets worn out, you can replace these as well. So whether you're trying to protect your hearing on your next flight or simply hear what you're listening to better, then the Bose are a good audio investment. That's my review of the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Hit the subscribe and like buttons, and I'll see you in the next video.